Would you say I have a plethora?
A what?
A plethora.
Oh, yes. You have a plethora.
What is a plethora?
Why?
Well, you told me I have a plethora, and I just would like to know if you know what a plethora is, Jefe. What is a plethora?
Texas Homegrown Radio and DallasOnAir.com.
Hey everybody, this is Scotty Alexander, and you're listening to my buddy, not always the sanest person in the room, but nonetheless, my friend Jody Lee on The Morning Ride.
Hey y'all, we're Kinfo, and you're listening to The Morning Ride with our buddy, Stephenville's Coma King, Jody Lee. Hell yeah, baby.
It's the morning ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the Morning Ride.
Yeah, welcome in. It is the Morning Ride. We are back. We are live from Rockstar Ranch.
That's right.
Texas Homegrown Studios. Got the new location rolling. Finally got internet after lots of memes.
Man.
After lots of memes and
several months of harassment.
Lots of phone calls. But I do have the main guy's phone number for United Co-op.
Yeah, one day one of them showed up here, and I ran up to him with the camera, and I said, "Look, you're live on Texas Homegrown Radio." And just kind of went through this whole thing, and he's like, "What?" I was like, "I'm just messing with you."
He's like, "I'm just a contractor here. I don't know." I don't know. Oh man,
It wasn't me.
Feels good to be back on. It's been ages.
Feels like it.
I've had different machines put in me. I've
Bionic man.
I've aged many years. Man, we almost killed ourselves several times, I think, building this thing.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a cool place for artists to come and be on the radio. Also
Feels
to
great
record
out
some new music. We can debut some new stuff that we record in studio.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, looking forward to having some live acoustic shows in here.
You do whatever,
Do whatever we want. Yeah.
Cut the rules out.
You know what it feels like? It feels like when you first get out of high school. You know, the first time you're on your own.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, I could do whatever I want.
I could eat cake for dinner.
Right? I could sit right next to the TV. I was thinking about that the
Beer
other
for
day.
breakfast.
Think of all the things our parents told us, like
yeah.
that was bad for us. Like, I remember, you sit too close to the TV. They're like, oh, you sit too close to TV, you're gonna go blind. You won't be able to see if you sit so close to TV.
I do.
And now, what do people do? Now kids do this.
Oh yeah.
They sit with their. It's the same thing, but they told us that we were gonna go blind.
Right. It's true. It's very true. Yeah. Speaking of all that, I went and because my parents used to tell me that when I was playing the NES, the original Nintendo system, and so I just inherited the old Nintendo system I grew up with, and it got all the games.
Still works.
Yeah.
I saw a Geico commercial yesterday, and it was like these people around the world, and their video, they thought the world was ending, and the Geico thing comes up. It's like this futuristic thing,
Yeah.
And he comes up, and he takes the cartridge out and goes, and dust comes out of it, and he puts it back in, and then all the glitches go away. I was like, whoever wrote that commercial was from the 90s.
Yep. Definitely was getting down on some Super Nintendo or something.
We knew all the tricks, We had
move the cartridge slightly to the left,
or you had a little piece of paper folded perfect that you could stick in there.
or hit the reset button in a certain sequence, and then it turns on.
I had the first cellular payphone.
Is that right?
Yeah, the first and last iPhone I owned, because I said I'd never own one after that. it wouldn't work. Like it was weird, so I stuck a penny in it where the charger went. It was back when they had those wide chargers.
Yeah.
Stuck a penny in it, and it would work if there was a penny in it. And so I took it to the Apple store, and those kids freaked out over it. They're like calling their friends. They're making videos. They're like, "This should not work. Like, why is this working?" I'm like,
"It's the first viral video.
It's a payphone." And so they're like making videos and sending it to corporate, and they're like, we're going to give you a new phone because we want this one.
Right. Heck no.
I was like, maybe I should have kept that one.
Reverse engineered it. And,
I don't know. Stick a pity in it. Well, in my mind, I was like thinking like old people.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's got copper in it.
Oh, man.
Maybe it'll work. Hey, good morning to Miss Beverly Gosden.
What's going on?
Love me some Miss Beverly.
Yes, sir.
She said, good morning, glad to see you back. I've missed the show. And I know this is true because she was already calling me out for being late getting on. But I didn't want to start the first one back exactly at 8 o'clock.
People time to clock in.
Then you got to give them time to log on. But also then they're going to expect it every week. And I had to make the coffee.
Gotta make allowances.
Got to make the coffee. There was important things I had to do.
Called fashionably late.
Morning, Robert Boyd, our good friend Robert, and electrician who's going to come back and finish some other rooms for us.
Yes, sir. I actually talked to him the other day.
Yeah.
You were saying he won't come hang out anyways.
He needs to come. Yeah, we
do some barbecuing
and see Gus.
Yeah. Man, he said he's enormous. He said he's like almost up to like the middle of his thigh. You know, and he's a tall dude. That's a big dog.
Gus is big. Yeah, you know it's gonna be funny if that dog's like this big, like massive guard dog, you know, because it doesn't sound like a tough name. You're like,
Gus.
Don't make me call Gus. And they're like, oh, don't call Gus. You're thinking little dog, and then this big dog comes around.
Freaking Beethoven jumps through the window.
Like, I'm Gus.
Did someone say Gus? Give me treats.
I'm so Gus, they named me Gus twice.
I just named him Gus once, but my kids decided it was Gus.
I like it better, actually.
Yeah,
it's a good name.
works.
Good Gus.
It works.
I've been good at naming other things and other people, but never myself. Like, I've had so many DJs that worked for me over the years. Like, now I guess it's almost 30 years I've been doing this. It's too late to get a real job. Yeah, but
a real job.
I was really good at giving people radio names. And they stuck, and they still use them in real life, even though they're not doing radio. And whenever I first started, I was a dumb 18-year-old kid, you know, right out of high school. Walked in the station, and the manager said, "What job do you want?" And I said, "Yours."
Job.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said, was yours. And she's like, no one ever said that to me. You're hard. So that's how I got up. But there was this, I'll never forget this guy named Bryce. I hated him. He was a jerk.
Oh, man.
He's the reason that I've always said I would never get think I was important for being a DJ because of this guy.
No, man.
And he was like maybe 2 years older than me and talked to me like I was a 5-year-old, you know?
Nah.
But he only gave me like 3 minutes within a song to come up with a radio name. Or he was going to call me Garth. And I said, me and you will fight. And so I just said Jody Lee. And
we will fight.
And 30 years later, still stuck with it.
I always wanted to give yourself a nickname.
I wanted a cool name, though, like.
Yeah, but like when people choose their own names, it's always something retarded. Like, you know, I'm gonna be Turbo. It's hard to think of a nickname for yourself. You know, the best ones that stick.
I
are
thought
always,
of some, they just never stuck.
Right.
But like my friend Boner said, hey, it's not always cool having a nickname.
Be thankful you're not.
Yeah,
Boner.
sometimes it's not good. He's like, sometimes that's not a good thing. And my friend Pecker agreed. He was. That's what they called him because it was Eddie Pack, and somehow that's what his last name. And the whole like class yelled their nicknames as they walked across the stage. Like even his parents started calling him Boner. It was like,
why could it be something cool like Pac-Man? Like that'd be a better nickname, Pac-Man. Why is it?
That was Jason Stone, and somehow Stone became Bone, and then it became I don't know. And there was I think it was a TV show. Y'all help me, those that are listening. It might have been Growing Pains. I don't know. There was a show on, and his best friend was Boner, so it was acceptable back then. Nowadays, it would hurt someone's feelings.
Oh, yeah, no. Somebody would definitely be up for a lawsuit. Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Scott Parker. I think he's listening up in like Indiana or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he knows Santa Claus.
I got
like,
family up close
Scott
to
Parker and Santa Claus are like
word.
Yeah. Good morning, Misty too.
Morning, Misty.
Out in West Texas, my favorite listener.
Morning, Em. I'm sure my girl's listening too. Almost forgot.
So Scott even like he even got me a liner for from Santa Claus.
Is that right?
I'll have to put that in sometime. Yeah, they're like close. They're like buds.
Really?
Yeah.
I got family up towards Indiana, you know, up in Kentucky, Louisville.
I want to say that's it. Where he's at? Is that where you're at, Scott? Let me know. Let me chat along with me because I think that's where he moved to. But he's a great musician too. Hey, Jose's alive.
Jose.
Our good buddy Jose. He says, "Oh hell yeah, you're back." Yep. Whether they like it or not, here we are.
Guess who's back?
Illinois.
Jody's
Peoria, Illinois is where he's at.
Illinois. Yeah, that's not Indiana.
It started with an I though.
He's close.
Swimmy, Swanson.
This is not
Samsonite. I was way off. I knew it started with an I though.
It's all good.
Oh man, that's great stuff. Feels good to be back. We're gonna also talk to maybe Sunny Day coming up a little bit later this morning. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
He texted me and I didn't even know he could text. Evidently he got him a flip phone. I was like, "You're about 10 years too late, buddy. You're always behind the game." But,
man, I bet he's been chomping at the bit.
He hates it though. I said, "Why do you not like your phone?" He said, "We'll talk about that coming up this morning."
All right.
So we're going to talk about that, and he said also he's got some Christmas tips for our listeners.
Christmas tips.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably redneck Christmas tips.
There's going to be something redneck.
Oh yeah, everything he does.
It's got to be.
But he's got some Christmas tips to help you out this holiday season.
All right.
So.
Right there.
You gonna play some live music this morning for us too? You brought your guitar in.
I did.
I think we should just to test it all out. We'll get some Jeb Bridges going on.
We might not need to
like
do
old
that,
times, man.
but we can do that.
Jose says I'm coming with that piano soon.
Oh, come on, bring the piano.
You gonna give us lessons too?
Piano.
Does Jose play?
I'm gonna have to learn. To
play. Are you holding out on us?
I
Jose?
don't know how to play.
No, does Jose? You can figure it out in 5 minutes.
Nah.
Yes. Jeb plays every instrument. If he don't, he'll pick it up and learn it in 5 minutes. It's very frustrating. And then I'll try to learn something from him. He goes, "It's real easy. You just do this." Yeah, just like that gymnastic person told me, "Oh, it's real easy to do 20 flips. You just do it like this." Yeah. Maybe if I fall, I'll do it by accident.
Oh, man, you know, I tell you what, I tried to learn the fiddle, and that's the only thing I can't really play. And you know what, my youngest daughter, she decided that she wanted to play the fiddle. And so she chose the one instrument I couldn't teach her something on, at least some little thing on, you know. So, like, I've been sitting there trying to figure it out. It sounds awful. It sounds like a couple tomcats in a bag getting beat with a freaking baseball bat. You know, it's pretty bad, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
Cats don't meow.
It's going to be a fun morning. We got lots of stuff coming up for you. We got things that make you go, We're going to bring that back. Dumbest criminals of the day and Sunny Day all coming up next. And some live music from Jeb Bridges. So stick around. It's the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. And that's it. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention. Easiest way to watch and listen to us, go to the website.
That's right.
At TexasHomegrownRadio.com.
Yep.
And there's links. You can listen live. Just hit the button. Easier. You don't even have to have the app. Just listen live. Yeah. And then at the bottom, you can watch us on Facebook Live now and YouTube Live. So if you have YouTube TV, you can watch us live. And we're live on both places. So
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. And more coming.
Yep.
I just researched and found out what Twitch was. That's strange. Twitch.
What is Twitch?
I guess it's basically like YouTube for gamers, and people watch other people game.
Really?
Yeah.
Like playing video games.
Why wouldn't you just play the games yourself?
Well, maybe it looks so realistic.
They just
it's
watch
like
videos.
A show.
It is, but you're like watching it from their perspective.
That's
I guess.
Weird. I don't know.
People watch
first person shows. That's coming next to TV near you.
We're gonna put on Twitch. Me and Jeb playing Duck Hunt.
I do have Duck Hunt and 2 guns. I got the orange gun and the gray gun.
One for the both of you. You would have to. All right, stick around. It's the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio and all them other places. We're back, baby.
to the music.
I always listen.
At work? Great.
My music. Let's get it.
More music every hour.
You guys are awesome.
You're listening to the all-new